Hello, hello to my beautiful family of God. Hello, and welcome to the channel Laurels of the I Am. As you can see this menu back here, I'm in a drive-thru, a Pollo Inca, really good chicken. This message, getting to the message, this message is concerning what exactly the enemy is trying to steal. What exactly is the enemy trying to steal from you? Chosen one, child of God, black sheep of the family, okay? They attempted to make you a scapegoat, but you escaped and did not allow that to happen. What they thought was an illusion. They thought it worked. It was an illusion. Your silence, they took it as something else, and whatever. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to say, like, they're stupid, the joke's on them, they sped up and it landed in their face, different phrases like that. Whatever. It's not our concern. But let me talk to you about exactly what they were trying to steal. First of all, with the love bombing, the narcissistic abuse cycle, those tactics, with the love bombing, especially if you were dealing with a covert narcissist, a malignant type of narcissist, they were doing intel. All those questions, it was not concern. It was masked as if it was concern for you, right? But they don't care about you at all. 0%. They care nothing about you. All they care about is your energy and getting it for themselves. And this is exactly what the enemy comes to steal, like a thief in the night, to steal, unalive, and destroy. Jesus Christ warned us about this. They want to steal all the inner work that you've done. Okay, yes, we know they want a destiny swap. We know that they want to take the harvest that you have coming to you. But let's consider how you got that harvest to begin with. Is because you've been doing inner work since you were a child. We're all forced to in those type of negative situations where there is childhood trauma, right? Traumatic situations that are unfortunate for children to experience, but that's the case. We all do. Some worse than others, but don't compare, right? It's not a good mindset to have. You made the choice to go within. Like, for example, whenever I went to my mother concerning, a problem, a situation, I wasn't being treated fairly, this, that, and the other, she would go into details about a childhood experience that she had. And I understand the tactic that she was using, but at the same time, it wasn't addressing what I needed to be addressed. Maybe, and I figured, okay, she wanted me to take what she was telling me about her childhood and apply it to the problem that I was having, my current situation. However, it didn't stick that way, because by the end of her telling me about her traumatic childhood experiences, whichever one she chose to tell me at the time, by that time, I was feeling so sorry for her that my problem didn't matter anymore, Empathic individuals, we have that going on where we used to, right? Learn better, do better, right? But that was the manipulation. That was a tactic that she was using to avoid addressing what needed to be addressed, to avoid parenting me the way that is more nurturing for me, instead of further traumatizing me about her own childhood memories, traumatic memories, So I think that's pretty funny. Like, not the pain, obviously, but her tactic of like handling the situation with me, what she thought was handling. But so that's, for example, that's what I'm saying, a scenario where I was forced to either cry about my mommy not paying attention to what I'm saying, my mommy not doing something about the offense that was happening towards me, It was either cry about it or take it to my Heavenly Father and go within about it. And so I had to learn to parent myself. I had to learn to tell myself this, that, and the other. That was comforting words that a child should hear. I had to love myself. I had to give myself hugs. I was actually called the hugger of the family by my mom. She would call me the hugger. If you're called a hugger, the hugger of the family, you're the empathic one, and you're probably the only one in the family who is trying to seek the same love that you also give. Only you can't find it within those family members. It's, and that's what you come to find out. You learn the hard way, which is the best way, because you learn from A to Z all the ins and outs about it. So that's fine. That's great. I love learning. I love a good challenge. And isn't life challenging? But yes, they come to steal that inner work that you have been doing from childhood. And they want to swap out all the insecurities and shortcomings and the lack of confidence, because whatever confidence that they are showing, it's a mask. They're pretending. So, because if you take away the things that they think make them confident, which is materialistic things, then where's their confidence then? It's not there. You see what I'm saying? You take everything away from a chosen, take everything away from a child of God, which eventually that does happen. I've experienced homelessness. I've slept in my car. I'm much older than I look, okay? I've experienced very much. We chose to go within. You chose to go within. And this inner work that you've been doing since childhood and continuing to treat others as you wanted to be treated, instead of turning to the dark side, the darkness, you chose to continue and proceed in life in the light. Even though you may have strayed here and there, you still returned every time. Closer and closer. They come to steal all the work that you did that gave you confidence, self-respect, dignity, that helps you naturally function with civility among others. This is what they come to steal. And they try to project out what it is that they feel about themselves inside. And at the same time, they're assuming that you do feel this way as well, because that's how they feel. They have no idea the hard work that you have put in. They have no idea all the digging in the dirt and the seeds that you've planted. They threw dirt on top of the dirt that you already covered those seeds up with. They threw dirt on you. And God rained down water upon you. Your glow, your shine, it's not because you're naive and haven't experienced enough. It's because through experiencing the hardships of life, you went within. You did inner work for it as much as you possibly could at the time. As much as you possibly could at the time. And they want to steal that from you. That's what they want to steal. It's pretty messed up, because these are like family members, spouses, romantic relationships. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. You're supposed to be best friends, co-workers you've worked for years with. It's crazy. That's what they want to steal. And if they succeed in this, if you fall for the reactive abuse, if you fall for the narcissistic abuse cycle, if you continue to fall for all those things without waking up, which chosen ones, we wake up. And thank God, right? Because then it's like no one else is ever going to manipulate you in your life again, ever. And you invite these tests to come in, like, oh yes, I want you to. I want you to, because I want to exercise my my newly gained strength on how to say no. Okay, I want you to. That's what they come to steal. So if they succeed in convincing you and everyone else in their circle that they successfully made you look like you're dirt, The same dirt that they were throwing on you, they wanted it to stick. They wanted it to resemble exactly what they were saying, but it didn't. It didn't work. And so, but had it worked, then they would assume that they could swap your destiny, which is your harvest. The harvest that you have for all of the inner work that you did, all of the seeds that you planted, all of the choices, every opportunity, every situation that brought you to the point where you had to choose anger, fear, or faith and peace. You see? And this they want to steal from you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's not theirs to steal. God gave it to you. God gave you your light, okay? God gave you your little light. And go ahead and shine it. That used to be my favorite song. I'm going to finish this message off with it. How did it go? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh,